Yende mbele kabete we. Yende mbele. Yende mbele hata Kitale. Yende mbele. Yende mbele Murang'a we. Yende mbele. Yende mbele na hata Teso. Yende mbele. Ndiyo maana tunasema 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 yende mbele. Tugutuke power.
A society can never be better if a place that should be a standard of solution, where people should run to, where policy makers should come to find solutions, is now in a state of decay, in a state of corruption. And that's why Tugutuke movement will come up to get the Tuwajibike candidates. And just to mention, although everybody knows, in this country, there is an equal distribution of resources and cabinet positions to all Kenyans. More than 12 million youth are unemployed. The independence of the judiciary has been compromised because some of the court orders can be ignored in a country that is governed by the rule of law. Look at the National Assembly. It has become the home of comedy, scandals, and impunity. And that is why we are saying we need kuwajibika, we need tugutuke, we need tugutuka so that we get the tuwajibike candidates. It's very unfortunate that we are living in a society that is very, very repressive, oppressive, and predatory. This is a society of megalomaniacs. The people, the leaders who don't have the interest of the public at heart at all. The leaders who don't have the interest of common mwananchi at heart at all. And it is the administrative failure. This leadership of this country has failed. The managerial part has failed because management is the ability to bring all the resources to play, to have a smooth rolling of your society. And that's why we are saying tugutuke kuanzia sasa. Haturudi nyuma. When I say tugutuke, we say power. Tugutuke power. Tugutuke power. Viva. It continues. Thank you so much.
Good morning, citizens of this country. My name is Pidgin Odimwengo. As you can see, I believe in revolution, and I believe that the revolution we are putting across is a peaceful revolution, a revolution that will take place via ballot, and this is the revolution that every country must, of course, and every citizen uphold and actually support. For a long time, the leadership of this country have caused mistrust to the citizens of this country, to an extent that the citizens are not ready anymore to come out and vote. And this is because there was a lack of a mechanism on how do we put our leaders accountable after electing them. And therefore, citizens have been feeling that they have been wasting their time and their mornings to wake up and elect leaders who actually they are not capable to hold into account. And the Constitution provides for us, of course, a public participation in terms of the policies. But we must, as the public, also participate in terms of the governance and affairs of our leaders from the start of election and even as they serve their duties. I want to appreciate the Tugutuke movement, which call upon citizens to Kugutuka. And I also appreciate Tuwajibike candidates. And I'll say that if Kenyans need somebody they can trust candidates who have signed to be accountable. And the Tugutuke is trying to bring the citizens as a platform. It's not only the members or the stakeholders who are here will put what we as the candidates should be accountable for, but they have a platform on how they can engage as citizens to give their view, so that what will be accountable for is the citizens' view through the Tugutuke movement. And this is what I appreciate, and of course I'm ready for it. On behalf of many young aspirants I'm having in our Youth for Youth, I call upon them to come on board and ensure that they sign to the Tugutuke and Tuwajibike movement. And all stakeholders we have around in this country, I think this is the platform. If you really needed to hold leaders accountable, a platform has been created. Be it from any different organizations, civil societies, business people, and every other active citizen. It's time that you come along to Tugutuke movement and ensure that you have your ideas, of course, consolidated here, and we can dream of a country we want moving forward. So I'll appreciate this opportunity and call upon all citizens wherever we are. What is missing in this country is accountability. Leaders who cannot account for the resources we've given them, leaders who cannot account for either the loans they have borrowed, leaders who cannot account for whatever they have done in offices for the last 5 years, and they still demand that they be given another chance without accounting what they have done for the previous positions and for previous time. And therefore, it's a call for all citizens. It's not only to Ajibike. All citizens who believe on accountability mechanism, this is a platform. Kindly come on board and let's build a country we want. Let's hold leaders accountable. Let the leaders be our project. They say that the leaders are for project of either deep state or whatever. This is the leaders who will be coming out from Ajibike and Tugutuke will be the projects of the people. And they will sign to be accountable to the people. And the people will be able to hold them accountable. We don't only ask them to resign, but we have an opportunity and a platform on actually removing them from offices. Resigning is more voluntary. But in this Ajibike, as you sign here, this movement has a responsibility to instigate any legal process that's necessary for you to account on behalf of the citizens. Because now the trust of the citizens directly to the politicians is transferred to the Ajibike and Tugutuke movement. So I believe in this movement and call upon every citizen to actively join us and let's build a country we want. This is the step to start. Thank you very much, and may God bless you and may God bless this country. Much appreciated.
Is truly by the people, for the people. If you look around us today, you can see the typical representation of Kenyans from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different professions, different cultures, different tribes, different age groups, with no political party leaning. People who are no longer interested in voting the same way again, hoping for different results. Never again. Tugutuke is a movement through which Kenyans across the divide will wake up and begin to take back our country. The primary goal is to restore sovereign power back in the hands of the Kenyan people with the installation of a legislator that is truly representative of the people, that is owned by the people, and that is directly accountable to the people. Wakenya wenzetu. It follows that to successfully install a government that is genuinely for the people, each of us must cast our vote and vote for accountable representatives. The forthcoming elections offer an excellent, immediate, and valuable opportunity to begin the country's restoration and reform journey. Given the gravity and depth of the political, social, and economic rot in our country, ladies and gentlemen, we really need to wake up. Tugutuke.
Morning, everybody. My name is Judy Wango, a member of the Tugutuke movement as well. So how will Tugutuke make a difference? Friends, this people movement is about all-round participation and inclusion. Firstly, whereas before it has been challenging and near impossible for Kenyans to interact directly with their constituency leaders following their successful election to office, Tugutuke will provide a platform, namely the Tugutuke Assembly, through which members of the public will be able to interact, express their views, opinions, complaints, and forward suggestions to the leaders they elected within the action-driven medium. It is also where initial accountability of all candidates will begin. Secondly, the Tugutuke movement is providing a platform through which Kenyans will support and exercise their sovereign power and vote into office the only kuwajibika candidates as the MPs, the senators, and the MCAs. Kuwajibika candidates are those who will have publicly made a formal pledge to strictly uphold the virtues of integrity and democracy, to remain directly accountable and be responsible to their constituency and Kenyans, and to promote the tenets of transparency and good governance throughout their term, and failing which they will resign. Kuwajibika in Swahili means accountability and being accountable. A secondary and very important objective of the Tugutuka is for citizens to take personal responsibility in the affairs of their community and their country. Ni wajibu wetu kuchunga na kujenga nchi yetu. Today, we are inviting Kenyans from all walks of life, gender and age, and backgrounds who believe in integrity, accountability, and transparency, and who are prepared to serve the people as kuwajibika MCAs, MPs, or senators, as a mwakilishi and not a mheshimiwa, to come forward and join the movement. these are our kuwajibika candidates who are present at the meeting. So present among us today are some of the Kenyans willing to become the first kuwajibika candidates and publicly take the kuwajibika pledge that will keep them accountable to the people. I'll invite few of our kuwajibika candidates right now.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Dongi Geduku. Mimi ni mgombea kiti cha MCA Kabete Ward kwa independent ticket. And I am part of the Tuguteka campaign. And I'm also part of the Uwajibikaji revolution movement. And why I'm part of this is because I agree with the ideals. I agree with the objectives of Uwajibikaji. And I believe that even as an independent candidate, I need not to have a party, but I need to be supported by a credible movement that is putting or going to put me and others in check. One of the reasons why I feel comfortable here is because there is a contract that we are going to sign, a contract that will be between me and the people, supervised by the Uwajibikaji team. So I feel very, very, very honored to be here and to note that Uwajibikaji is the way to go. Many years na muda mrefu sana kwa historia ya Kenya yetu tumeona ya kwamba wanasiasa ambao wanagombea viti wanapopita hata wakiwa kwenye vyama wanakiuka vile walivyokubaliana na mwananchi. Kwa hivyo hapa inatupatia chance mzuri sana ya kutotoroka kutoka kwa wananchi na kuwajibika kwa wananchi. Manake mwananchi ndio ambaye anatupatia kazi. Na akitupatia kazi ni lazima tuwe tunaweza kureport back kwa huyo mwananchi. Kwa hivyo uwajibikaji na hii team ambayo inashikilia upande huo itasaidia mwananchi ili mwananchi awe akiweza kuuliza maswali na kujibiwa na sisi ambao tutakuwa kwa bahati nzuri tumechaguliwa. Kwa hivyo tunaomba pia wananchi watuchague kwa ile njia na mujibu wa kwamba tutakuwa tunaajibika kwa masuala ambayo tumesema tutakuwa tukifuatilia. Yale mambo ambayo tutakuwa tumekubaliana nao wananchi, kunacho kikundi ambacho kitafuatilia na kitakacho tuweka in check. Na inasemekana pia ya kwamba kama hatutaweza kuwajibika, basi hatuna budi ila kuresign kutoka kwa viti vyetu. Na hiyo ni kitu ambacho tutatia sahihi ya kujicommit na kusema ya kwamba sisi tutakuwa wanasiasa ambao wanaajibika. So for me this is the beginning of a revolution. It is the beginning of a new way of thinking. It is the beginning of a new way of doing things. It is a beginning of a new way of leadership in this country. So I would urge the people to really engage with this movement so that you, the people, can put us in check. So I'm very grateful to be here. I'll be ready to answer any question after this. Thank you so much.
God is good.